Thanks very much for joining us for Supercharge Your Internal Audits. You can reach me at jim@simplifyiso.com or over here at the Simplify ISO website with this handy contact button. We've been doing internal audits for years. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good. Sometimes people hide under the table when the internal auditor shows up. Some people phone in sick or take vacation days. And that's usually because they just aren't that productive, they aren't that much fun. So what we want to talk about in this short video is how to make the audits worth more, how to make them pay dividends. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're looking for ways to improve the effectiveness of the management system. We want to think about extra things we can do during the audit, like a layered process audit. Sometimes they're referred to as LPA. You can see here in this diagram that it has some structure to it. Have a look at this website. You can see the address here, and I'll put this address in the link down below the video as well. And you can see that we start with the front line, doing that kind of thing daily, supervisors, middle management weekly, and then upper management monthly. And this way you can keep a very close tab on what's going on in the organization and do a number of small, shorter audits instead of big, giant audits that disrupt production constantly. The other thing that can make an audit more valuable is if you ask the auditee about the results that they're getting from the processes that they're using. In the Simplify ISO checklist, over here you'll see that we're asking about the process producing the results that you want. Over here you'll be checking to see if the risks are being managed in the view of the auditee. In this side of the checklist, you'll notice we cover off some of the sections in Clause 7. You'll see people here, 7.1, 7.2, infrastructure, 7.1.3, work environment, 7.1.4, 7.3, communication, 7.4, document control, 7.5, and you could, if you had a lot of equipment you were calibrating, you could just put another column in here to look at the calibration status of equipment wherever you go in your organization. Another thing that could help you is the IRCA paper. If you Google IRCA Next Generation Auditing, this paper will come up as a PDF. And you'll notice in here that they point out 3 areas of change. The first one is that auditors are going to have to start to be comfortable in the boardroom. There needs to be a way to get top management involved to create a culture of quality. And finally, as we mentioned with our checklist, focus on the results that people are getting and find out if they're familiar with the related risks. Another way to enhance internal audits is with supply chain auditing. Supply chain audits can increase resilience. You don't need to audit all of your suppliers. In fact, ISO 9001 2015 doesn't have any specific requirements to audit your suppliers. You do need to evaluate their performance and you need to identify the criteria you use to choose them, but there's no specific requirement saying you have to audit them. If you do, you can gain some value from this activity as well. You want to make sure that they really clearly understand what you're asking them to do, and you want to make sure that they have the capacity to deliver and show some signs that they have the capacity to continue to deliver. So thanks very much for having a look. I hope we've made a case for taking a stab at enhancing your internal audits, and you'll be happy to hear April 27th, 2020 at 12 noon Eastern Daylight Time, we're going to have a free 45-minute webinar on this very topic, enhancing internal audits. Be sure to join us. You'll notice down below there'll be a link. It'll say free webinar April 27th. Just click on the link. It'll take you to our store, our Simplify ISO store, and you can purchase this webinar for free, no charge. And I hope you can join us next time for ISO 10004. customer satisfaction, monitoring, and measurement. Bye for now.